Welcome to the interview. So tell me a little bit about yourself.
My name is Eric Smith. I'm from California. I'm currently a student here. Little things about myself: I play football. Play football here. Went to junior college in California. I have a pretty big family. Out of Oakland, California. Grew up in a pretty good area. By the time I was 13, my mom moved me to a suburban area so I could play ball and go to school there. Grew up playing a lot of sports, football, basketball, ran track, but my current love is football. My brother is probably one of my biggest motivators as far as with sports and life. Always pushing me to go to the next level, and I also believe that that I'll be very successful, and I believe that this job is for me.
So tell me why we should hire you.
The reason why you should hire me is because I'm hardworking. When things get hard, I won't give up. But will be days where we'll be frustrated, but I believe that with God and with patience, I can do all things. And I also have the resume to back it up. I speak very well. I look out for other people rather than looking out for myself. Make the best of every situation. I'm far from home in Minnesota, but I'm from California. And things won't always be easy, but I will make a way. My resume will speak for itself. I want to be a police officer, and football has groomed me in many ways. All the time, you don't feel like going to practice, going to workouts, lifting weights and all that, but it's just some things you have to do for the better of yourself and for the team. And I believe that I'll always put others first, just like in football.
So tell me about your strengths and weaknesses.
Some of my weaknesses would be that I do get frustrated. And sometimes I am too hard on myself, but that's just all in the act of me wanting perfection and me wanting to be great in things that I do, no matter what it is. Even if I'm, as far as cleaning the kitchen, might compete with my roommate with that. Who can keep the house cleaner? Who can keep the area cleaner? Even as far as keeping my car clean and stuff like that, always want to compete in everything, and it just comes from growing up with a lot of brothers and all that, and them always telling me you can't do this, you can't do that, not putting me down, but just really pushed me to the next level. And I believe some of my positives are I'm very persistent, will never give up on anything because I know that it could be dark one day, and the next day the sun will shine. And I also believe that I am very mentally strong. You know what I mean? And that all goes back to football and seeing my mom struggle and seeing my mom just want what's best for me.
So what are some of your weaknesses?
My weaknesses would be that, as I said, I'm very hard on myself, very, 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 very hard on myself, and that's what I will be for this company. Just hard on myself because I want perfection. If things aren't done the way that I want them done or the way my boss would expect them done or even above that, I'm very hard on myself. And although things won't always be perfect, I sometimes will be a perfectionist, which is probably one of my weaknesses.
Okay. So where do you see yourself in 5 years?
In 5 years, I see myself very successful, maybe owning somebody's business, but my long-term goal is to definitely be a police officer. I always wanted a job where I can affect the community. Football doesn't last forever. Your body doesn't last forever. But I always just wanted a job where I could positively affect the community, be different, and because as of now, statistically, there aren't a lot of African American cops, and cops have a terrible rep right now. But I just want to show them that, you know what I mean, just because you grew up a certain way or are expected to only be an athlete or that kind of thing, you can still be more than what society tells you to be.
Okay, so why do you want to work for this organization?
I want to work for the organization because I feel like I can bring leadership to it. I feel like I can definitely it can definitely do a lot for me too. Also, you know what I mean. The business means a lot. What they're going for is what I'm going for. You know what I mean. And the business is just now getting started, so I feel like we can actually grow together as a company. And I think that as I said, things won't always go good. When you're starting, it might be some slow days, it might be some up days, but as long as we're heading in the right direction, and I believe that with everything you do in life, it's not a race, it's a marathon. Meaning you go at your own pace. Thank you very much.